Hello, everyone. I'm going to give us a second to let some people come on to the broadcast today, talking about how I keep my life together, or at least how I try to anyways. Hey, Marie, how are you today? Hey, Retzel, how's it going? So it is a nice Sunday evening. I'm hoping that the weather turns more like fall here pretty soon, but it just has not seemed to turn quite yet. It's been off and on, getting warm and then getting cold again. So I'm going to give everyone else a little bit of time. Hey, Godly One. Hey, Suli. Hey, Christian. How's it going, everyone? How was your Sunday? What have you guys been up to? Did you go to church today? What's been going on? Hey, Duganat. Hey, Yusu. Ooh, that's a long one. I can't say all of it. But how are you? Thanks for joining me today. Hey, Mick. Hey, Javen. How are you all today? Hello, Muham. Suleiman. Hey, Suleiman. How are you? So I'm going to get started because hopefully you're good, happy to be alive. Awesome. You're welcome. Hey, 6815119. Hey, Jess. So I wanted to give you guys a little tidbit on how I keep my life together, at least how I try to anyways. I'll tell you a little bit about myself. My name is Carlisha Williams. I'm the founder and executive director of a nonprofit organization called Women Empowering Nations. It's an international organization, and we work with girls here in the United States, in Tulsa, in Oklahoma City, in Houston, and we also work in the Gambia, West Africa. We'll be expanding to Tanzania in the summer of 2016. Come to Cali. I want to come to Cali soon. Hopefully we'll be growing across the United States. That's the goal. But I also wear some other hats. So I am also the regional vice president of a charter school network. So I manage 3 schools here in the state of Oklahoma. I manage our expansion, our principals. Hey, from Moscow. I manage really a large portfolio of work for educational development in urban communities and for schools to grow. And I love that. I also do some consulting work. And in addition to that, I will be releasing my first book in a couple weeks. So I do public speaking. And in the spring, I began teaching a course at the University of Oklahoma, a social entrepreneurship class. So combining all of those things together, trying to figure out and to find balance has been crucial in my life. But a couple of tips and things that I have found to help me out. Yes, I am very busy. Things that I found to help me out along my way and how I manage my time. One of the first things, and I do over the weekends, I really write things out. I have to have some sort of board or something that allows for me to see my to-do list. I'm a visual person. I can put it in my phone all day, but I love taking sticky notes and actually putting them on a large poster board or either on my mirror in the bathroom. And there's just this sense of accomplishment when you get to like pull them off, then say that you got it done, or even crossing it off on a piece of paper. But not just putting on your to-do list everything you have to do. So I do break down what I have to do based on the role. So I'll have like a Women Empowering Nations column. I'll have a column for my schools. I'll have a column for the class that I'll be teaching in the spring. And I'll have a column for my consulting work. But another column that is so important that we often leave off is the want to do column. And so things that you want to make the time for, you don't want to have all of these like, I need to do this, must be done, but what do you enjoy? Finding balance is so crucial, and sometimes you do have to schedule it in. Even when I feel like I don't have time for this, I know I need to make time for it because it's good for me. It's good for me to find that balance. And so this weekend on my want to do list, it was to watch How to Get Away with Murder. I also had on there to cook dinner, which I finally found some time to do, and it was great just to take some time to take care of myself, and I got to cross those things off of my list. But I just encourage those of you that are trying to figure out how to either do your 9 to 5 and run your business, start your business, do a nonprofit. It's so, so, so important. Hey, I'm from Germany. It's so important for you to really schedule out your time. Be strategic with where you're investing your time and what you're choosing to say yes to. So aside from my to-do list, I do have like a certain, I guess, policy on things that I'll say yes to and what I'm more inclined to do. So knowing in advance what I want to spend my time on. So one thing that I love to do is working with girls and women, and I'm more inclined to say yes when people ask me either to speak to a group of girls and women, or especially if it's working with urban young women or women of color. Those are things that I love to say yes to. If it's something that's going to promote my spiritual development, it's going to help me grow as a leader, I have that on my list of things that I'm more inclined to say yes to. But say someone called me and there's a recycling project and they're doing a ribbon cutting ceremony and they need a speaker. That isn't really on my list of things to say yes to. And if I'm busy and if I have other things going on, it's easier for me to say no because I've already set out what I'll say yes to. I was talking to one of my girlfriends and she was saying it's so hard for me to tell people no when they ask me. Well, instead of giving them an answer right away, say, hey, I thank you so much for considering me. I'd love to get back to you in a day after I've checked my schedule and I might possibly have some more questions for you. I just want to make sure this is a great fit for me, just like it would be a good fit for you. So you want to give yourself time to really examine if this fits. You know, you're a busy person. You're trying to do a lot. You want to make sure that you are taking on and saying yes to things that align to your purpose, that align to your end goals. And lastly, stay committed. My last thing that I do, you know, it's really, there are times where I just want to say, this is too much. I have so much going on, but it's having a vision of what this looks like down the road. I'm very much so a visionary. And so writing that out, I know we wrote out the to-do list. We sat there and we have the things that we want to say yes to. But what does this look like 10 years from now? What are you really running towards? What are you working for? What if someone asked you to close your eyes and picture what this looks like when you have done everything that is on your heart to do? Have that visual. Hold on to that. That is what's going to push you and keep you going. So are there any questions for me that you might have in terms of finding that balance in your life, or tips or tools that you're looking for? Hey, everybody. Hey, Kink. Hey, LG Jones. I'm doing well. Thank you. Oh, wow. Hello. How are you, Cora? So if you guys have any questions, you can let me know. Any comments, any tips that you use? Thank you so much. Any tips that you use to help you find balance? Because I'm always looking for resources. As you all could tell, I am a busy, busy woman. So for those of you that just joined on, I'm Carlisha Williams. I'm the founder and executive director of Women Empowering Nations. It's an international nonprofit organization working with girls here in the United States and also in Gambia in West Africa, and we'll be expanding to Tanzania in the summer. So I thank you guys so much for joining me today. I hope that you all use these tips to help you find balance in your life, and that you have a beautiful Sunday. Talk to you later.